I want to talk about some series that I plan to continue in 2026. Now, this is not going to be a comprehensive list. Every time I do a video like this about books I plan to read or series I plan to read or continue or whatever, I always go back at some point and think, oh, I should have added this one, I should have added this one. There's going to be plenty of that throughout this year. There are other series that are going to come up and I'm going to say, I want to continue that. At this point right now, here are the series that I want to continue, that I've read at least the first book, and I want to continue on in the series, hopefully finish it sometime soon. No particular order, so let's get started here. First of all is Malazan Book of the Fallen. This is Reaper's Gale, the next book I have to read. I've been reading this for over a year now, definitely over a year, maybe a year and a half. I've enjoyed it. Of course, everybody talks about it being confusing at times and very complex, and it is complex, but complexity isn't necessarily a bad thing. It's good to challenge our minds sometimes. It's good to challenge ourselves, and this is a challenging series, but it's a great series. I've even heard some say, well, the characters aren't the best in the world. I think the characters are great. I think the character work is wonderful. I know the world is huge, its history is huge, but the characters are wonderful as well. And so I look forward to continuing Malazan Book of the Fallen. The next series that I want to read, and I really don't know exactly what the name of the series is, but book one was Academy of Outcasts. This is by Larry Correia. Book two is coming out either late spring, I think, and I look forward. This was a fun book. It was progression fantasy, and I look forward to continuing this. Next up, straight after, is also a progression fantasy, Ironbound by Andrew Givler. This is book one. Book two is coming out in a few months, maybe again late spring, summer, sometime around there, and I look so forward. It was reminded me of The Will of the Many, but in the best possible ways. And Andrew Givler is definitely an author that I want to keep a watch on and continue on with what he writes. Next is an indie book. I read By Blood, by Salt last year by J.L. Odom. And I want to continue on with book two, A Haunt of Jackals. This is Land of Exile series. She won SPFBO last year and absolutely deserved it. Knocked it out of the park with By Blood, by Salt. This is a little thicker, and I look forward to continuing in that series. The next one is a little intimidating to me, and it's intimidating for a couple of different reasons. I plan to continue The Realm of the Elderling. Now, let me start off by saying Robin Hobb, in the first 9 books of The Realm of the Elderlings, became one of my favorite authors. I love her writing. I love her character work. I love her prose. I love all of those things. I've been told some things about the Rainwild Chronicles that it may be a little more YA feeling, and I know some people says, oh, it's not at all. Other people says it absolutely is. And I don't look forward to reading that. That's just a personal preference, which is why it's been about a year since I finished the last book and haven't moved on to this yet at this point. But I do plan on continuing, just because I do trust Robin Hobb's writings. Another reason why I've been intimidating to continue on in the Realm of the Elderlings is because I don't want to see Fitz be put through anything else bad. I enjoyed the ending of the last book. It's what I wanted to see. And in my mind, it would be a great conclusion to the story. I'm told it's still a great conclusion to the story, and it needs to be read. It needed to be written, and it needs to be read, and I understand that. Just a little nervous about what happens with Fitz. The Realm of the Elderlings is definitely one I want to continue this year. The next one is by my favorite living author, John Gwynne. I've read The Faithful and the Fallen. I've read Bloodsworn. This is Blood and Bone, A Time of Blood, and it's definitely one I want to continue this year. I'm surprised I haven't already. I read book one last year sometime. Definitely look forward to reading the next 2 books. This is a definite continued series. And this last one that I have on the list is one that I have no idea why I haven't picked up book 2 yet, because I loved book 1, and that is Caliban's War. This is the second book in The Expanse by authors James S.A. Corey. We know that's 2 authors. I loved the first book. It was fun. There was an adventure. I loved the crew, the main crew you follow. I have no idea why I have not continued on with the series. I just haven't. But I plan on making amends. I plan on correcting that this year and continuing on with that series. Here is a list of books, a list of series that I plan to continue this year. And I'm sure there will be more that I will continue as well. But this is just the ones that kind of at the top of the list. How about you? What series do you plan on continuing in 2026?